Hi, it's Jen from You So Much, and I did a video recently talking about long copy versus short copy, and I've actually done a couple videos in a row about this, and I got another question about this video, which I think is just awesome, and they said, hey, what about newsletters? Should you have long copy or short copy when you're doing newsletters for people? And first of all, this is a great question. I love it, because I really don't think there's really a hard, fast rule about newsletters as far as the length of the copy. But what I do feel like is there's a few things about newsletters that you really should do, and so I might as well talk about it right now. And so the first thing is, don't call them a newsletter. I mean, I highly recommend that you find a different word for it. There's so many different words. Use one that really describes it a little bit better, what it does for your tribe, for your people. How does it make their fantasies become a reality? What fantasies are you making come true? Find a name that really encaptures what it is that you're giving your people with your newsletter. And the second thing you want to do with newsletters is make sure that they are super consistent. So every single time you open up that newsletter, you know what you're going to get. So one of my favorite all-time newsletters is not really a newsletter, it's a note, is what he calls it, Notes from the Universe. I love the Notes from the Universe. In fact, if you don't have that, go get it right now. It's so awesome. And sometimes it's a one-liner, sometimes it's like, you know, a little bit longer than that, and on rare occasion it's super long. So length doesn't matter. I know what I'm getting. I know that it's going to be a note from the universe with some super wise words in there, and it's super inspirational and fun, and I just love it. So another one that I get a lot that I really love is from Ashley Amberger from the Middle Finger Project, and basically what I get from her whenever she sends hers out is a redo of her blog post. She basically updates me that, hey, I have a new blog post out, and it's always really entertaining, and sometimes it's kind of short, but for the most part it's really long because it's her entire blog post. So I know, though, when I open that, I know what to expect when I get that. Now, another thing you can do is you can have just part of the blog post in an email that clicks through to your website. But I recommend if you do that, that's all you do in that newsletter. You don't do anything more. That leads to my next point, which is that no matter what you do, that you only have one thing in there. Now, this is something I definitely don't see a lot. Most people put a lot of different stuff in the email, right? This is something that Evan Carmichael does really well. There's one purpose for his newsletters. It's it. That's it. It sometimes might lead to a YouTube video that he's done in the past, or it might just be an inspirational message that leads to something else that he's got going on, like a Twitter chat or a Zuga that you might be able to buy. But there's only one click-through, and there's only one message, and I really like that about his newsletters. But again, be consistent. Let them know what they're going to expect, and for sure you want to make sure that there's just one thing in there. I highly recommend that's what you do, and if it's all possible, I really recommend that you keep it unique. You keep it unique to that email, that there's something different that maybe they can't find on your website. All the more reason for someone to open it because they know they can't find it anywhere else, right? So again, those are my recommendations for newsletters, and of course, call them something besides a newsletter. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks again for the question, and we'll see you next time. Hi, it's Jem from You are, and I'm sorry, my cat's going crazy in the background. Adella, stop it.